What is up, everybody? Jason, aka Jester, and we are back today with a brand new thing for me. It's going to be beef bulgogi. It is a Korean barbecue dish. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Anybody wants to correct me in the comments, please do. But we're going to give this a shot. I saw this online, and I thought it looked absolutely delicious. So let's just jump right into what we're putting in this. We're first going to take about 3 cups, give or take, of beef stock. We'll shoot that right in there. We'll leave just a little bit in reserve, and we're going to save that for later. And of course, we are doing a crock pot meal here, so we're going to cook this real low and slow. Behind that, I want to add, about a cup or so of soy sauce, somewhere in that neighborhood. We're going to add about a tablespoon of this sesame oil. And again, about a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. From there, it's going to be something that I'm really looking forward to how this comes out. This is actually a ginger and garlic mix. Now, I didn't cheap out on this. I went and found ginger root, and I shredded it down. It's just a little over a teaspoon apiece. Well, let's get that put in there. Next, I want to add just a little bit of pepper. Again, about a little over a teaspoon, maybe a heaping teaspoon. A little bit of kosher salt. And again, not too much on this because you don't want to get too salty because that soy sauce has got quite a bit of sodium to it. We're also going to add about a teaspoon of red chili flakes. A teaspoon or so of honey. Let me add a couple of tablespoons, or a tablespoon-ish, of brown sugar. And I think I understand why they want to put in the crushed red pepper. I don't typically use too much spicy stuff anymore, but this one's going to have some sweetness to it, so you kind of want to counteract that with just a little bit of spice, and that should be a really nice offset. From there, I believe all we have left to put in is going to be a very thinly julienned quarter onion. Slide that right on in. Find my whisk, and let's just mix everything together here. I always make a mess when I'm doing this. For our main part here, the protein, that's going to be a chuck roast that I've cut down into, give or take, 1 by 1 cubes. We'll just add that right in. And then I just want to incorporate everything. I'm actually going to let this sit overnight because I kind of want the onions and the meat to marinate in this juice a little bit. We're then going to put it on low starting very early tomorrow morning and let it go all day long in the slow cooker. And then I think what I'll probably do is add just a touch of a slur, which is just a bit of cornstarch and a bit of water to kind of get it to thicken. And then we're going to add some noodles to it. I'll actually bring you in for that stuff. But that's pretty much the gist of the recipe. Again, slow cooker, very low heat, and we go from there. A little bit to my surprise, at about 7.5 hours, this is hitting the point where it's starting to want to break up, and we want to stop it right there because I don't want it to actually be shredded. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of our slurry, and again, that's cornstarch and water, and we're going to throw a little bit in there. We're going to get this to where I want it as far as thickening up, and then we're going to add some noodles. I'll show you that in a second. And then the last thing I'm going to do for it is I'm going to take some of these stir-fry noodles. These are a kame, basically ready-to-go noodle. We're going to drop that right in. We're going to break that all apart. We're just going to get everything hot, and then I'll be back to show you how it all looks in the finish. And once everything gets good and hot, just a little bit thicker, you just top it off with a few of those. It's going to be some cross-cut green onions. I just used the top of them so we got good color. Put a few of those in there. And then, of course, just a little bit of white sesame seed, like so. I've already tried this, and the flavor came out wonderful. I can't wait to actually go have a big bowl of it. Hopefully you guys like this kind of stuff. Again, this is beef bulgogi. Bulgogi. Again, if you guys know better, please inform me because that's the best enunciation I could find. Again, hopefully you guys like this kind of stuff. If you do, hit the follow button or the subscribe button. Just do all the things. You guys know what you're doing by now. Until next time, guys, enjoy your meals. We'll see you next week. Bye.